the first fault that I see a lot of is actually catching the barbell almost on your chest and not your shoulders. And what I mean by that is people will do the clean and then they'll get here and then they'll do this. Okay, so they kind of catch the bar here and then they finish by pushing their elbows up. Okay. Have you guys seen that? You know what I'm talking about? Sometimes it happens to people a lot of times when the bar gets heavy. So the problem with that, it happens because of incomplete extension, right? So they don't put enough power into the barbell, and so it's not high enough. They're not getting low enough to have that quick turnover, right? So either the speed or the power, right? That's where we start. So we talk about the hook grip, right? So one thing that I should mention is when you catch the clean, I've seen people catch the clean with their hook grip. Can't even demonstrate it. Like this, right? That's not for everyone. Okay, some people can do it. It's not for everybody. You lack the not mobility, but flexibility, almost like the stretch in your muscles to kind of get your elbows up high enough. So actually somebody, you guys know, Hanan does this sometimes. When she catches, she'll catch down here and then finish by open, right? Like coming up, right? So one way we can fix that is as you're turning around, you actually let go of the hook grip, okay? When you guys front squat, do you front squat with a hook grip? Could you if you tried?
No.
Rachel, I know you can. Everybody else, can you guys do it? So it's actually really difficult to do for most people based on like the length of the forearms and their humerus. They might not even be able to get the bar there, right? So a lot of times, myself included, when I do the cleans, I catch the bar with an open hand, okay? Same thing when I front squat, okay? You know, ideally, I want to be able to get more of my hand on the bar, but when I front squat heavy, I open up my hand and I get it in that good front rack position, okay? So if you're somebody who can't actually get in that position comfortably, then you are going to have to open up your hook grip as you rotate through, okay? And what that does is it almost gives you just a little bit extra space. So with the hook grip, you're limited here because your thumb's caught, right? So if you open up, give that a try. So like grab your thumb, right? It's right here, okay? Now try to push your hand up, right? Your elbows up versus opening your hand and then giving back, okay? It's, there's a tendon that runs through here. It kind of prevents you from pulling up in the same way.
So should we not be front squatting just like on our fingertips? Because that's how I front squat too.
Yeah, so in a perfect world, if everybody was built like top weightlifters, you know, then yeah, we want as much of your hands in contact with the barbell as possible. But I want to say 96% of the people that I've coached, I've seen work out, can't squat while holding the bar. Okay, let alone hook grip. It is something, obviously, if you could, you can do it. And for me, at the lighter weight, when I front squat, I will try and do the full grip, because over time it will get better and easier, right? Just imagine like the first time you try to front squat, like versus now, like I don't know about you, but I couldn't even get my hands or my elbows high enough to do it. So at the lighter weights, practice so that you can get in that optimal position. But when we're talking about catching the barbell in the shoulders, one is you need to apply more power to get the bar higher, or you got to pull yourself down faster, okay? Or you want to get your elbow through quicker. Okay, those are like three very quick fixes that we can kind of address. You can kind of cue yourself to do. So next time, like, just think about really driving the elbows through. And so another thing that we gotta talk about is not diving under the bar. Okay, so this kind of like goes into my next common fault is people who dive under the barbell. It happens with the snatch and the clean, but have you ever got into a clean at the bottom and you kind of do one of these, like it's heavy, you sneak underneath it, right? It crashes onto you, right? Have you guys had that? No? Really? Yes. Okay. I just realized that you guys are all muted, so sorry. But okay, so we don't want to do that. One, it's not safe. Two, that is so let me tell you the reason why it happens. Okay, so this happens when somebody extends and then they drop under in hopes that they will get in the right position, right? So what actually needs to happen is when you guys are turning around, going from the extension to the pull under, there needs to be constant pressure applied to the barbell. It might not look it, but you are constantly attached to the barbell, okay? So ideally, when that weight comes up and the barbell is at the apex, so it's like weightless, that's when you meet the bar, right? That in a perfect world, the timing wise, that's where we meet the bar, and then you can, bounce out of the clean. But that's something that you guys have to think about, is to apply pressure into the bar. So it's not just clean, boom, and then drop under. It's you're still kind of pulling on it and then driving through. Okay, and that actually applies to the snatch as well. Anytime you have the bar crash onto you, that's what we're talking about. You're diving under. It's like a YOLO lift. You actually got to stay connected to the barbell. All right. So, any questions? No? God. All right. You guys are so good. Yeah, so diving under the bar, no good. Apply constant pressure. That's a timing issue. Ways that we can kind of remedy it or fix the issue. I personally like to do high hang lifts. So from the power position, so let's say it's the snatch, okay, just learning to pull under with speed or the clean, okay, so you're not using so much force, ripping the bar off the ground, getting it as high as you can, and diving under. You're using like a very little power and then just teaching yourself to get under the bar. And that's just a timing issue that you can kind of the more you lift, the more you know how much power to put into each lift for that weight. So, okay. Another one, the hitching clean or hitching. Yeah, it happens more in the clean. I see it more in the, oh, that's a hello cat. Any of you guys have problems with that? I don't think you guys do. You know what I'm talking about? The hitch where you break it up.
Where it like comes to you and then like.
Yeah.
I mean, I have that problem a little bit.
Rachel, you have it?
I used to. I think it's gotten better, but.
Okay, so what did you guys do to get rid of it?
I was just told to bring my hips in, like bring my hips into the bar, because before I was bringing the bar into my hips.
Okay.
So.
Rachel, anything?
I don't remember really specifically what I've done. Took a long time though.
It took a long time. So what I'm talking about,
mostly with the snatch.
Mostly with the snatch? Is that what she said? Mostly with the snatch? Okay. So what I'm talking about, let me just demo it, is you're lifting off the ground and then you do that. So it's broken up into 1 and then 2, right? So it happens for various reasons. One that I see a lot of is people in their heads think this weight is heavy. So as they're pulling it off the ground, they think, okay, I gotta pull. Then they kind of explode, right, with that bar. So the problem with that is you're basically yanking on an object that is not moving at constant speed, right? At the speed that you want it to move at. So I'm trying to think of like a real world analogy. You guys think of one? I can't think of one right now off the top of my head. It's been a long day. All right, so anyways, the way that we kind of fix that is you have to learn to apply constant pressure into the floor. So I know we call it first pull, second pull. I actually like you guys like to kind of, when you think about it, think about first push, right? A lot of times when people think pull, they kind of get into that deadlift position and they're not in the right position. So think about push. Like when you guys are lifting, think about driving your legs and pushing your feet into the floor. Okay. So with the applying constant pressure, that will accelerate the barbell smoothly. It should, hypothetically speaking. And if you don't, then we have other issues we got to talk about. I think I got some videos in. Let me see. Let me see if I get it on my computer. Oh, Liz, I know you came in later. Did you have any lifting videos?
Is your number 818-736-7987?
Yes.
Okay. I'll send it to you right now.
All right. So, okay. Oh, Rachel sent me a few. I'm going to have to figure out. Is there one you want me to look at in particular, Rachel? Or are they?
You could just look at the clean one.
Oh, there's a snap. Okay, I see it. I see it now. All right, so we're actually going to start with Jessica's. How do I do this? I've actually not shared my screen before, so there's nothing embarrassing. It's mostly pictures of my son, okay? That's what's on my desktop. All right, so share screen, multiple. All right. Can you guys see? Oh, you see anything? Okay, hold on. Oh, okay, I see. I gotta let system preferences too. Oh no! Oh, it says I have to quit in order for me to share the screen.
Oh, it's okay. We can just sign in, sign out.
Will you guys come back in?
Mm-hmm.
Yes? Okay.
Yeah.
It's
Awful.
like laundry day at Jessica's. All right. So let me see. Let's do this. Let's go. Can you guys see this? Is it playing smoothly?
Yeah, it is.
Cool. Okay. All right. I'm gonna play it one more time, and you guys do some detective work because I'm gonna ask you questions. All right. Who can tell me one thing? Jessica, I'm sorry, but I got your permission to do this. So who can tell me like one thing that you see that could be better? One thing that could be better.
It's the back.
Okay. What about the back?
Well, wouldn't her wouldn't we want the butt to be a little bit more down, like angled, right, like there? Well, no, she's there.
Yeah. I think her setup is okay. First thing I see. Okay.
Oh, it's the arm thingy.
Do you guys see how far away that bar is? Right there. It's probably hard to see from this angle. She has another video, but look at her arms, right? It's not fully extended, right? So we talked about this on Tuesday that you're going to lose power, but in this case, it actually puts her in a bad position as well. So she's pulling early, and then right here, you can see that she's really putting a lot of the extension in her back, right? Instead of using your ankles, your knees, and your hips, she is putting majority of that lift in her back. You see this giant angle change right here? Boom. Okay. Right there. Good. And another thing I'm seeing, if you notice her wrist is caught backwards throughout the whole lift, right? So what we want when we set up is your knuckles are down, right? You want to be in a neutral grip. So here, right, flex. But what she's doing is when she's pulling, she's getting to this almost like a T-Rex hand, right? And then trying to extend and rotate through that, losing a ton of power, right? So Jessica, what we want to see is for you to extend your arms and think about long arms, okay? And then just relax a little bit, okay? That was that one. I have another video. Can you guys see that? All right, one more time. Okay, so right. Okay, so when you guys see when the bar when she starts her lift, she did not take the slack out, right? That was something we talked about. So what I want to see is actually pushing the chest through and then opening up your chest, okay? So right away, again, her butt shoots up, right? And it puts her in this angle where her back is almost parallel to the floor, right? And that barbell, if you see where the bar is in relation to her knees, that's like 3 inches maybe. That's pretty far out, okay? So when the lift continues, what does she have to do, right? She is having to chase that barbell, right? If I show you just this snapshot, where do you think the bar is going to go, right? It's going to go forward because she's loaded up like she's about to almost jump forward, right? So again, like actually, so the thing about the levers of most women, they have longer femurs. And in this case, Jessica has long femurs. She has long thighs. So her setup position would probably be a little bit different. I would probably play with maybe like a wider stance depending on how she feels with that start position. Okay. So come through. Oh, what did we talk about today? Right? Right here. Okay. So again, really got to pull yourself down to get that and then follow through. Okay. So that's not really in the front rack position. If that was heavy, you'll probably like lose it off your shoulders. Okay. Jessica, you good? You have any questions?
No. Thank
No?
you.
I'm sorry. I feel like I just like beat you up a little bit.
No, I like it. Thank you.
All right. Let's look at this potato quality video.
Should I resend it?
Do you guys see this? You see this, right? All right. It looks like PlayStation 2 graphics. That's actually not a bad lift. Why did you send me this?
Because you asked you asked for a recording.
That's actually pretty good, you know? I will be honest though, the part I'm trying to see is where your hips are, like how fast they're rising. And the plates are kind of blocking it, but also like joking aside, the video quality is a bit low. I think it's because it was sent over SMS.
Yeah. I can resend
Yeah,
it.
that's actually not a bad lift. Okay. Another thing I saw just now is not hitting full extension. Do you see this? Your knees never open fully. You guys see that?
Yeah.
So my knee should be straight, or
Well, if you were going for a max height jump, if you're trying to apply all the power into the floor, what will that look like, right? You want your ankle joint, your knees, and your hips to fully extend, right? If you do this right here, you got like energy that you're not using, right? So that's got to be, you got to cue yourself to kind of fire your quads a bit more. And that's where that cue of like finishing your leg drive comes in. I also like to think of it like at the top of it, it's almost like someone smacks your butt. You kind of do like a squeeze. Elaine, it's just.
No, I don't. I have incomplete hip extension. So I'm going to think about that from now on.
Yeah. So those are actually like, you know, you have very minor faults. Think about like finishing your leg drive. What you can do is higher pulls, right? Snatch, high pulls, clean pulls. Just focusing on that short range and extending. Okay.
It's also like my first time snatching in like 2 months too. So.
Okay. I will say it's actually really good.
Okay. Thanks. Yay.
All right. Let's see. You guys can see this video still, right?
All right, so I was using hook grip and it was like really painful.
You got tape though, right?
It still hurt. I've never used it before.
Good job, Elaine. I have to use tape or else it's
Yeah.
Oh, what's happening here? I thought we were gonna do a clean.
I was doing Hobby's program was like hangs yesterday.
Very focused athlete here. I love it. Wait, how long is the thumb thing gonna go for?
My thumbs hurt so bad yesterday. I felt like they were fall off.
All right, let's see. Serious talk. Oh, it's another hang, huh? I keep getting it like ready to. That's actually a pretty good lift. Not as aggressive of extension as, but what like percentage was this? Like, was it pretty light for you?
Yeah, I mean, I think so. I mean, it's like 85, so I think that's like pretty light for me, but
Okay.
There's some things I'm working on, so it's probably the right amount of weight because there's like a few things that.
Yeah, that's actually not a bad lift. If it's light, you're probably not gonna be full extension.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Even though that's something you should practice even at the lighter weight. So you guys, ideally, I don't know if you guys, watch weightlifters on YouTube, but the top lifters, their warm-up weights look exactly the same, all the way up until their maximal lift, almost. More thumb twiddling.
I thought my nails were gonna fall off. I swear, it hurt so bad.
Yeah, actually, that's actually I like the position, the hang position. Yeah, that's actually a really good lift. Good job. Good quality video too. Where is Rachel? All right. Just to the side. All right, here we go.
Dang, that's a lot of
Wait,
weight.
what is
I'm
happening?
so nervous.
Is this
Dang,
real
Rachel.
life?
That
Wait.
must be Rachel.
Did you just send me a video of you resting?
You play it? Oh, wait, this is image?
Did it freeze?
I sent you like a screenshot. On accident.
All right, hold up.
Oh, I thought I sent you the video. I don't know why.
No, okay, so you sent me like 3 things. Let me see.
This movie.
Oh, you
Yeah.
told me.
I mean, when I play it back on my phone, it's a video.
Wait, the first video you sent me?
Yeah. Should I just try and send that video one more time?
Hold on, let me see. Oh, crazy. I don't think my computer can handle this many people. Hold on.
That's cool. We could save my video for next time.
No way. I'm in now. I'm here. I'm focused. Oh my gosh. You know what? It's because your video is too high quality.
It's too good.
What?
Need a potato one.
I actually don't know if my computer can handle this right now. Hold on. Let me try it again. Or you guys are just gonna have to trust me. Oh yeah, this is like really high quality.
It's just on my iPhone.
She has the 11 Pro.
I don't.
Actually, I will say that's actually a pretty good lift as well. Like I would like to see, honestly. You guys have to trust me on this. Yeah, that's a good lift. You should be proud of that. So
Job, Rachel.
I don't know which video that was, but I watched one of them and it was good. You took your time on that first pull to get in position. Let's see if I can get the other video to work. Yeah, honestly, like, so as a coach, what I would tell you at this point is I want you to go like a little bit heavier because like we said last time, you got to kind of build the weight to find the next fault. At this weight, that's actually a pretty good lift. Let's see if this other one will work.
That was 80%. Felt heavy. Okay.
Oh, you sent me clean pulls as well.
What? Yeah.
Okay. So you guys, my computer can't handle that video. It does not play smoothly. This laptop's from like 2015. So, but yeah, Rachel, like I said, I would ask you to increase load. That clean, the squat clean video, that was actually really good.
Thanks.
Hey, Liz. Now I'm kind of missing Miho's video. That plays so easily. Super smooth. All right. Let me see. Is this helpful? Like, I know it's kind of like, oh, I sat through the class just to have someone tell me my lift is awesome. but like,
It's good to hear it from someone.
yeah, no, it's actually, I do appreciate this. You guys are doing. Whoa, Liz, is that a brand new barbell?
It is. It's my friend. She wasn't using it, so I'm new to this. I don't even know if I'm using the correct barbell. Like, I don't know what I have. What is that?
This is good. We can work with this.
Okay. I don't have any plates or anything too. So, but then that is heavy alone. So I don't even think of adding plates right now.
Okay, let's watch this. Anybody have anything to say with this picture?
Her knees are too far lower. No.
I would not worry about that yet. That could, depending on her levers, that could work for her. What I'm looking at is, can you guys see my mouse if I move it over the?
Yeah.
Oh, you can. Okay, so look at her shoulders. Does that look like she is activated? Like that to me, it looks like, I don't know if you can see in my camera, but it looks to me like she's a little bit forward with her shoulders, right? We want to have that open chest, right? Pin the shoulders back, shoulder blades, okay? And then another thing is, from here, I want to say, from this angle that I can see, I want to put her butt up a little bit, okay? Because it seems like she's too far back in her weight. She's not evenly distributed, okay? So at this position, if you guys will see my screen, when you guys hang, I personally like to go top down. So I actually, anytime I do a hang clean or hang snatch, I come to the power position, then I send my hands back to get in position. So you will see that my shins are almost perpendicular to the ground, right? I can feel my posterior chain right now, right? I almost want to push her knees back like an inch or two, okay? This is what I like to say, like, it's too comfortable. Like, she's not. So Liz, you want to be firing and activated at this point, right? This is not a position that you can just hang out in, right? If you're asking you to do a pause right here, it's, you're fighting it, right? It's a difficult position to be in. Oh, that was pretty good. You guys see that? Let's go back. Oh my God. I think my VLC just crashed. Shoot. I'm in the process of shopping for a new computer. So if you guys know someone that can hook me up, this is like my computer's, oh shoot. Now it's not even opening up.
Liz, you have good mobility.
Thanks.
Yeah, it looks good.
Okay. My video does not work. Liz, I will watch. You guys have to trust me on this. Oh, yeah. That was nice. Did you guys hear that by chance? Yeah, so like I said before, that position, the hang just below the knees, we want that shin angle to almost be perpendicular to the floor, right? So your butt is a little bit higher, your knees are a little bit back. You are fully taking advantage of this lat tuck, okay? So this is too comfortable. Look at, this is too comfortable, right? We want here, okay? So not this, but this, okay? All right, yes?
I have 3 questions.
Whoa, 3.
So if earlier you were saying if you need to, like, find your position, like you'll come up here and then
Yeah.
come back down here.
Yeah?
Okay, so I can do that if I need to, like.
Yeah, wait, that was a question or a statement?
That's the question.
Okay, yeah. No, so the reason why I start from the top down is when you're learning the positions, it's much easier for you to kind of like, just like not really feel the right muscles. For me, I like to go power position and then come down. By sending my hips back, you can feel the muscles. It's almost like retracing your steps. Okay, question 2.
And the second one is, how much does my feet leave off the ground? Because I feel like in that video, it left the ground too much.
So it depends. If you look at a lot of European, American, Russian lifters, they do lift their feet off the ground quite a bit, and they do that stomp. But if you watch the Chinese team lift, they do more like almost like a slide, right? So it really depends. The only time I would say it comes up too much is when somebody does a donkey kick. Mio, I'm gonna try and demonstrate. I don't even know if I can do it. So it would be like. Did you catch that?
Yeah.
Okay, that's when the feet comes up too high. That's a donkey kick. So we don't want that. There are lifters that I've seen do that. So what you did was actually good. If anything from the extension and up, that was good.
So
And then my last
people
question.
actually like kick their feet up like that when they do a lift?
No. Okay, it's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. This is some people do that. I've seen people do it, not by choice. It's like a response to like they're trying to jump the bar. Okay, we don't want that. So none of you guys do that. You guys are good. All right, Liz. One more question.
I think you said it already, but like, I feel like I don't do full extension. Like the weight is so much that I cut it short. So what do I do to work on that?
It would be pulls your high pulls.
Okay.
So from either a clean pull or a snatch pull, or you could do, so if you're going from a power position, like a high hang squat snatch or high hang squat clean, from that high hang position, you don't have as much runway to kind of speed up the barbell. So you have to really finish your hip and leg drive to get under. And that's like when I started lifting, that was something that I really focused on. From the hang, like I said before, from the blocks, you take away like all of this, right? So you just have this. What do you have to do? You really have to finish your drive and really have to get under the bar. Okay? Good? Anybody else have questions? And yes, Miho, people actually do that.
I've never seen that. That's why.
Yeah. No, you're lucky. It's actually really difficult to kind of correct, because that's kind of how they connect jumping with, and so they do it intrinsically without like thinking. All right. Any questions? No? Do you guys have, oh, so real quick, do you guys have kettlebells or dumbbells at home?
Yeah.
Yes? Everyone's yes?
Yes.
Really? Okay. Okay, so like heavy-ish or just like really light?
Cool.
Okay, so one thing that I want to kind of give you guys today is I want to slowly give you guys like accessory work that I really enjoy programming, or I like doing myself. And I actually brought a kettlebell to my nursery to show you guys this. If you're somebody that at the bottom of your clean, like we talked about crashing, right? And if you're somebody that feels weak in that bottom position, this is something that you can do to help kind of strengthen your upper back. So let me show you. Ideally, you would do this with 2 kettlebells. But if you guys don't have 2 kettlebells, so with 2 kettlebells, you would basically get in the bottom of your front squat or clean, right? And that kettlebell is in the front rack position, right? And you would do like a 45 seconds, a minute hold, just right here, right? So you're going to need to drag into that kettlebell, right? That's going to work your shoulders, your upper back, your rhomboids, right? To kind of hold it up here. And guess what? What do you do when you guys squat, right? Same thing, right? I'm somebody that when the weight gets really heavy, I catch and I do this, right? I kind of round my back. Same thing. I do these exercises to kind of strengthen my upper back. If you only have 1 kettlebell, you could do a goblet hold. If you have a dumbbell, you can hold the dumbbell upside down in like a goblet position. Just hold it for like, 45 seconds to a minute. And that's another thing that would really benefit you guys for like getting comfortable in the bottom position. That's something that you kind of want to be able to be strong at the bottom of your front squat. Yes? Any other questions before we sign off? All right. Okay. Well, it's been nice. If you guys, Liz, yes.
Comment. I did the exercise about the whole barbell and using a band.
Yeah.
That really helped.
Oh, good. Awesome. Yes.
I do feel that resistance, so I'm just like fighting it to get closer.
Yeah.
So that's maybe a muscle memory that I'm gonna create. Just keeping it close.
Awesome. Good to hear. All right. Yes. So Rachel, if you go up in weight, Miho, you too, Elaine, if you guys, if something doesn't feel right, because that looked good, right? Like if I was in a class setting, I probably wouldn't say much to you guys. Okay?
Well, I can't go that much heavier because I don't have that many weights.
Oh, you don't? Well, I mean, then keep practicing that good movement then. All right.
All
Bye, guys.
right, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.